What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Jet's Fishing Adventures. We're out here at the house. The birds are chirping. It's springtime, and you know what that means. It is a spawn. This time of year in April, fishing can get really good. It can get kind of frustrating like all the other times because you can actually see them on bed. You can keep pitching to them, and they just won't bite. But in this video, this is my top technique for the month of April. Let's jump in. One right there. So the month is April, and you know the fish are spawning as long as that water temp is above 60, 65, and definitely if there's a full moon, they're going to be out spawning. Um, in this video, we're going to talk about two baits that I use to fish this time of year. One bait's a reaction style technique, and the other one is a finesse style technique. April, we have a lot of spawning fish. We have fish in all three stages here in Tennessee. So this video will mainly be about Tennessee and all the surrounding areas. If you have the same kind of weather as we do, and you have that 60 to 65 water degree temps, this video will obtain to you. If you do not have that kind of water temp, next month, whenever that water gets up, you can use these baits that I'm going to talk about. But without further ado, let's talk about my number one technique to fish this time of year. And that technique is a spinnerbait. I love fishing a spinnerbait this time of year. This is really the only time I fish the spinnerbait a lot. If you know me, I'm a big chatterbait guy. But this time of year, the water is up a lot. We get a lot of rain in March. The water is a little bit muddier. We get a ton of wind. And if you think about wind, muddy water, it equals to a spinnerbait. If you check out this spinnerbait from H2O Express Academy, if you notice, I put a little orange blade up top, the front blade. I'm not sure what you call it, but that's a little bit of a secret, kind of a springtime must this time of year. I don't know the science behind it, but if you have that little orange, you'll get bit more than if you don't. But this time of year, a spinnerbait works really good, and you can catch them on a spinnerbait all the time. I just like a chatterbait more. But this is the H2O Express. I like the 3/8 ounce, and this actually is paired up with a Torrent Outdoors stone roller, the 5.4. I do cut it down a little bit. I don't have any of the 5.4s to show you because I lost all of them. But here is a 6.2, I think, is what it's either 6.2 or 6.4. I'll link it right here. Really good bait. This little action behind has a great kicking action, and you can use it as a fluke as well. But it's a great spinnerbait trailer. Really good. These little H2O Express spinnerbaits, I like them because they're cheap. I picked up a bunch of them this year in like February for $3 from Academy, and that's a white one. I like the white and chartreuse, definitely in a little bit muddier water. But I actually have it paired. I fish it on my 7'5" medium heavy Snyder snipe from iRod. Really good rod. Throwing any kind of reaction style baits, moving style baits. I will also throw it on a 7-foot medium heavy rod. This setup right here, I love it. You can make real long casts. You can make accurate casts as well. And it has a really good backbone. When you do get a bite, you can really set that hook. I got it paired up with an Abu Garcia. Not sure, it's the Jordan Lee special. It's a 7-to-1 gear ratio. I like that kind of gear ratio because I can slow down if I need to, but then also I can reel a little quicker. I got it paired up with 17-pound Seagar and Vizex. Really good line. And that's just my spinnerbait combo. Where I'm fishing spinnerbait is around edges of grass, over the top of grass, around laydowns, riprap, about anywhere you can think of, you can fish a spinnerbait. It's pretty weedless. You can get through some grass, not real thick grass, but it is actually more weedless than a chatterbait. This time of year, you can really flip it up in the some of these laydowns when the water's up, and you can really kind of slow roll it. You can burn it, and you can get a lot of bites this time of year on a spinnerbait. My number 2 technique for April, it just has to be a Senko. If you're not fishing a Senko when the fish are in the spawning phase, it's a crime. It truly is. But this time of year, a Senko, and really any time of year, you cannot beat a Senko, but particularly during the spawn, a Senko, a stick bait, is lights out when you're trying to fish either a bed or just fishing around post-spawn fish when they're fry guarding. You can throw this on several different ways and you can just absolutely wear them out. A few things that I look for when I'm going to flip a Senko around is around laydowns, docks, in behind grass, the little holes in the grass. You're looking for beds really. So if you can look around and you find these little light spot areas in using your polarized sunglasses, you'll actually find these little light spotted areas. Well, that's a bed. You flip over in there with either a Senko or a spinnerbait, throw over in there and roll it through, and you'll catch some good fish. There's 2 ways that I absolutely love to rig a Senko, and that is probably my favorite way to rig it is a wacky rig. That's probably, if I'm fishing a Senko, 9 times out of 10, it's with a wacky rig. This is a Berkeley Power Scent bait, one of my favorite all-time Senkos. It has that power bait actually in it, infused in it, and it is a lights out. Definitely on Gunnersville, real pressured lakes, this is the bait you want to be using. I actually caught most of my fish on at Lake Fork using a wacky rig Berkeley in June bug color. But I got this paired up with the Owner Sniper Finesse Weedless. This bait this little hook right here, if you watch my Lake Fork video and the video right here, you actually can see me pull this 20.5 over all that stuff, and he never came unpinned. And that's actually the hook right there that I caught him on, and it is still super sharp. You can still get hooked, and this little hook right here is amazing. It's a number 2. I usually fish anywhere between a number 2 and a number 1. This just lights out, this little bait. I have it on a Shimano Celis. I don't know how to pronounce it right. It's a $49 rod. Really good rod for wacky rigs. This rod right here is a great rod if you want to get into fishing in a budget. I got it paired up with a 6, I think it's a 6 gill. I'm not sure what reel it is, but it's a 2500 size reel. Really good combo right here. Can really pull them out of thick stuff. This is actually a 6'6" medium heavy. It's a fast, but a budget rod will kind of be more of a moderate action if you're in the market buying stuff. Just remember that. That is one way I love to rig a Senko this time of year. The second way, and a way that most people have always fished in, is a Texas rig. You cannot go wrong with a Texas rig Senko this time of year either. This actually, I have a weight on it. A lot of people, and a lot of times, I will not fish a weight. But if you're fishing a little bit deeper areas around, if you're not fishing around grass, a weighted Senko is a really good option as well. And really, the only difference between using a waggy worm and a Senko is a lot of times if you're fishing real heavy cover, that wacky rig will get hung up. So you want to flip this around a lot of brush. You know, this time of year we get a lot of rain, the water's up, and if you fish a wacky worm through a lot of that thick stuff, you're going to get hung up a lot. And you're going to have to go in there and get it unhung, or you're going to break off and lose a lot of money. But when you go up in there, you're going to scare off fish. Well, a Texas rigged Senko with it Tex pose like that will run right through brush and won't get hung up. So that's really the difference when I fish a Texas rig versus a wacky rig. 2 really good options. The wacky rig will get more bites in my opinion because it has a more of a in action. You know, it's going through the water like this. The Senko will do more of a shimmy. A texture rig will do more of a shimmy. I have it paired up with my 7-foot medium heavy Little Miami. Really good rod for a Texas rig. It really loads up just perfect, and you can really feel real sensitive. I got it with 15-pound Invisex. This rod right here, I've never felt something more sensitive on a with fluorocarbon. I usually use braid, but this rod is so sensitive I don't have to. Check them out if you want to get a really nice high quality rod for a great price. Alright, so if you're out fishing in April, a spinnerbait and a Senko is always in my arsenal to throw, and it should be in yours. So we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're at like 966 right now. My plan for now, from now on, is to have 2 videos per week. On Tuesday, it's going to be a Tackle Tuesday or a bait video. And then on Friday or Thursday, depending on how quick I can turn around, it'll be a full-length video. Comment below if that's what you want to see. If it's not, I won't do it. But if that's something that y'all would love to see, I'm all for it. The Tuesday video will be anywhere between like 5 to 10 minutes, and the full-length video will be like 15 to 20. I'll try to keep them short on Tuesday. That way I can come out here and film real quick and inform y'all on what's working, and something. Might even do some fishing reports. Who knows? But comment below what you'd like to see. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get 1,000. We got some really cool prizes to give away. Whenever we do hit that 1,000 mark, we got a de-hooker tool. We got some torn outdoor baits, even some of the new stone rollers, and we got some cool stuff in the works this year. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It truly means a lot. But anyway, without talking more and more, we will see y'all next week.